They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Josh Hill has it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the 1st round, they expect you to play right away. In the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup. Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
Went for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
4 down. All right, here we go. Boo, 90.
Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. 20, 10, 5, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6. Winner. This is Mark Ingram, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue
They'll set up a throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force... We focus our attention here on the Saints offense as they come out, and last year they were coming into 2017 with 3 straight 7-9 seasons where they got it turned around. Won the NFC South at 11-5, won a wild card game, and then we all know the story. Heartbreak in Minneapolis.
But it's one that won't break this team, I don't believe. I think it's actually something that they can use as fodder for the season, as something to build upon. And when you think of New Orleans, you naturally think of offense. You think of Drew Brees. You think of Alvin Kamara last year as a rookie, making the big plays. Mark Ingram running the football, throwing it to Mike Thomas out wide. But the key to this team continuing to get better remains on defense. And I think it was shown in the draft when they made the big move and drafted Marcus Davenport out of UTSA to rush the passer. They know they've got to win their division, which means slowing down some high-powered offenses in Tampa Bay, Carolina, and Atlanta.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Oh, he sheds himself free. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So a pick six.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That one complete to Hill. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Hey. All right, here we go. 319! 319!
Now a first down carry. It's Carreira. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Hill, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints are back within a score. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the...
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw here. Looking deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39! Green 39! Gun!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around, and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A reminder coming up at the half, we hook up with a new guy, Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis and more. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Set. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. This quarterback now, he's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10.
Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hill. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. The first pick of MJ. Stewart's career. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Showing the penalty, it's Carreira. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll set up to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Set. 3-19.
Now back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He don't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, Carreira. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On play action, they'll throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And he will score. Touchdown. Looking to throw. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A 10th carry for Camara. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now a handoff. Here's Camara. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Hey. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Here we go with Camara. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you... And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Tampa Bay, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game.
Guys, we all watched the film from yesterday, and I hope everyone knows it wasn't good enough. Today's practice has got to be great. You want to win a ball game, take advantage of your practice reps, because Sunday's going to be here before you know it.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. Hot. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Well, fellas, there's not a whole lot I can say about that performance today. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Because if we repeat what I saw out there today at our next practice, it is going to be a very long season. We can do better.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Now let's go. 3:19. 3:19. Hot.
all right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
Can the Browns win again? It's a coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, it hasn't been said since December 13th, 2016. But the Browns are on a one-game winning streak. They'll try for two right here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New Orleans Saints. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like two losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 13 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A give. This is Kamara. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his 2nd season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did, and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's Hill, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now let's go! Blue Landy! Blue Landy!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the 1st round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
On the ground, this is Camara. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Now let's go! 3-19!
They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Try to pound it in, Camara. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
All right, here we go. Blue Landy! Blue Landy!
They'll drop the throw. Pass incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue Landy! Blue Landy!
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Back to throw here. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Carreira, 2nd and goal.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. Incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
On the check down, he finds Carreira. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Camara. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, the coach is back. He made it through the first weekend. That's the good news, and he's going to regale you with stats and scores from around the NFL here in the early games in Week 2.
You think he questioned coming back for Week 2, having to work with us?
I think he did. He's just happy that he is far away in Orlando.
Here we go now.
And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue.
Timeout offense.
So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already...
They'll try to get the offense going with Carreira. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They run it again with Carreira. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, Carreira. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something.
They start the drive on the ground. Carreira. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Able to push his way through. And some room to run now. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Carreira. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Going for the deep ball. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit. Hot!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
They begin on the ground with Camara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Agba there on the stop. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go now!
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Camara again. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. All right, so the timeout over, and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Set! Green 39!
He'll look to throw. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. The 40, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, 87 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Saints, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my